Sien, Mr. Su Sien, Mr. Wen Yuan, Your Excellencies, distinguished leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good day. It is an honor and indeed a pleasure to address here today this important and timely organized forum. My appreciation goes to the organizers, whom I thank for the warm hospitality. The Greek word ocean traces its name back to Okeanos, who was the son of the earth and the sky, one of the titans that preceded the Olympian gods. Our love of the sea runs in our veins. It has shaped our history and our culture, and today it continues to support us, to nurture us, and to give us great joy. But that joy is tempered by the twin crises we face today. The forum meets at the intersection of both. The first, the climate crisis, is changing our planet daily. We all experience that season by season, year by year, with rising temperatures, even more devastating fires and catastrophic floods. The other crisis is that of our ocean. The ocean has absorbed CO2 and excess heat, and we now see dramatic shifts in the sea ice cover, sea temperature, and the overall health of the marine ecosystem. The ocean has paid a heavy price for its service to humankind, having been for many years the destination, the dumping ground, really, for our farms and factories. At the same time, the ocean has been a vital source of life and livelihood. We have not been kind to it in return. So we meet today with a sense of urgency. Our world is changing faster than our capacity to adapt to change. This is creating immense pressure, political, economic, physical, and social. No one can make any plan without accounting for the climate crisis. The long-term solution is very clear: to achieve a dramatic decline in greenhouse gas emissions over the next 2 decades. Greece is doing its part. Our emissions have fallen by 43% since 2005. This is the largest percentage decline in the European Union. Our electricity generation from coal is down nearly 90%. Greece is a leader when it comes to renewable energy, ranking 4th in the European Union in terms of the penetration of wind and solar in our electricity mix. And we continue to lead, especially in new fields such as offshore wind. Economic activity and protecting nature can and must go hand in hand. Greece has invested heavily on green and blue economy projects. The country has passed the first national climate law and the necessary legislative framework for the transition to decarbonization, and the blue economy is in place. Greece is an attractive destination and open to invest in blue economy sector. Sustainable blue economy requires a more holistic view of how we envision the blue economy. We have to develop win-win initiatives that will contribute to the creation of more jobs and sustainable growth, and also tackle some of the most important stresses the ocean undergoes these days, such as ocean acidification, biodiversity loss, and plastic pollution. Greece has one of the 5 biggest blue economy sectors in the European Union. In 2023, the blue economy employed roughly 11.4% of the national workforce. Greek blue economy contributed to 4.1% of the national gross value added. I would only mention a few sectors. Shipping. Greece is a leading seafaring nation. Greece has 150 seaports. Among them, of course, the port of Piraeus stands out as #1 port in the Mediterranean. Sustainable tourism. Tourism, and in particular sea and island tourism, have offered great added value to the world-renowned Greek tourist product. In the EU, Greek blue economy is the second largest contributor in terms of employment for coastal tourism in 2023. Fishing, another very important sector of the Greek economy. It employs thousands of people and offers a vast array of investment opportunities. On top of that, Greece aspires to lead the way in the rising sectors of the blue economy, such as pharmaceuticals, or nature-based projects. It builds hubs of innovation, upscales successful pilot projects like the carbon-free Greek islands, and plans to move towards the electrification of several of our ports and upgrade the coastal infrastructure. In Greece, we have adopted by law the target of protecting at least 30% of our land and sea area by 2030. Greece was also the first EU country to recognize key biodiversity areas in its national legislation. We have set up a special protection status to forbid the construction of new roads and other artificial surfaces in 9 emblematic mountainous areas. It is an initiative we named Untrodden Mountains. We have extended this logic to the sea, identifying more than 200 beaches in marine protected areas where we prevent any commercial exploitation. Some areas must remain untouched and completely unaffected by mass tourism. Greece will establish 2 additional marine national parks, one in the Ionian Sea, one in the Aegean Sea, increasing the size of our marine protected areas by 80% and covering about 1/3 of our territorial marine waters. We will ban bottom trawling in our national marine parks by 2026 and in all marine protected areas by 2030. We will establish a state-of-the-art surveillance system powered by drones, satellites, and artificial intelligence to effectively patrol those areas by 2026. And we will remove plastic litter in the water by 50% and microplastics by 30% by 2030, relatively to 2019. In total, Greece has identified 21 actions enabled by 780 million euros in secured funding, making what I believe is a significant down payment on the future health of the ocean. I am pleased to inform you of the recent launch of a dedicated decarbonization fund for the Greek islands, financed by the European Emission System. The fund will finance the connection of the islands to the mainland grid, and it will help build multi-purpose water reservoirs. On top of that, on top of the infinite blue of the oceans, the thousands of Greek islands must and will become greener. Ladies and gentlemen, Greece and China are fully aware of the stakes and challenges ahead. At the same time, they are showing great determination to develop the blue economy in a healthy and sustainable way. Our countries can be champions of a harmonious and balanced development of the blue economy and environmental protection, which are the 2 faces of the same coin. In both areas, our countries play a leading role at international level. I am confident that sharing knowledge and experience on the blue economy will greatly benefit China and Greece, and as well as the common global good. Thank you very much.